Oh, good to have you with us here on Newslink, 21 minutes after 9 o'clock. Tumza mentioning this story. We're going to follow it very closely. 5 men arrested for the murders of 2 Fort Hare University staff members are expected to apply for bail today. 3 of them unlikely, it looks like they're going to get bail, but they are linked to the university, while the other 2 are believed to be hitmen. It's a bizarre story. Let's head over to eNCA reporter Ronald Masinda as well. And Ronald, there's so many questions obviously around the murders themselves, but the obvious question many people are asking is, why were there these hits on essentially academic staff?
Well, good morning, Gareth. All 5 men face Schedule 6 offences, and these, of course, relate to a string of charges such as murder, attempted murder, being in possession of firearms and ammunition illegally, as well as fraud and corruption. And what came as a surprise during their first appearance in court in Alice was that 3 of them are linked to the university. They are Bongani Peter, Sicelo Mbulawa, as well as Wanini Kuza. Bongani Peter is accused number 1. Now, he was a man who worked in the Fleet and Transport Department. He was suspended facing fraud and corruption charges. It is believed that he could have been behind the murders of Petrus Roots, who was the fleet manager, as well as Mboneli Vesele, who was the Vice-Chancellor Sakele Buhlungu's bodyguard. The other suspect is Sicelo Bulawa. Now, he was a former student as well as an SRC member at the university. Now, it's believed that he was also doing business illegally at the university. The one that I also mentioned, Mr. Wanini Kuza, was a chauffeur to the Vice-Chancellor, but he was a man who previously retired and was brought back into the university, and that was also questioned. The other 2 suspects are believed to be alleged hitmen who come from KwaZulu-Natal. What we also know is that there could be more arrests made, as what Fani Masimula, the police national commissioner, had said the last time, because there have been a lot of events. I mean, this week alone there's been quite a number of events. We know of the death of Msingati Langa, the bodyguard who was involved in a car crash, and there have been question marks as to how he was involved in this car accident on Sunday. Of course, he was a key state witness to this particular matter. And yesterday, Fudusa, as well as an affiliated member, also coming out to say that one of the employees has come with information that he was taken from his house in East London, as well. He was tortured and also received death threats, and this allegedly by police who came to his home, and this person was also involved in some of the investigations that took place at the University of Fort Hare.
So what has now been the reaction from the university as well? How have they been handling the situation, knowing that essentially these were hits, I think is the word you used, and it's certainly the common phrase being used. This was not random murders, these were targeted hits. How has the university been responding? Have they changed anything to protect staff?
Well, the university has also been shocked to hear of the news of the death of Mr. Langa, who was one of the bodyguards, a 33-year-old who has been described as a humble human being and a person who was dedicated to his work. He started working at the university since 2013, and he was very close to some of the staff members. But the university itself has left nothing to chance following some of these attacks that some of them started early last year, where we know there were assassination attempts against the life of the Vice-Chancellor, as well as some staff members within the university. So the university has had to make measures to put in place so that they had enough security and bodyguards available, because, I mean, it's been a university, Gareth, that has been facing a lot of challenges with fraud and corruption dating back to many years, and now since 2017, when Vice-Chancellor Sakela Buhlungu came into office. He's been the one who was saying that he's out there to clean the corruption that has been running deep for many years. But now the university is hoping that if these men were not working together, because Sakela Buhlungu believes that there should be more arrests made, because he doesn't believe that they were the only ones who have been the ones behind these attacks. He hopes that the police could at least find a solution to make more arrests. What we understand is that the 5 suspects that are appearing here today were all arrested during the Easter long weekend, and there's hope, at least, Gareth, that more arrests will be made. A source from the police the last time out when we were in court in Alice had told us that they are after at least 4 other alleged hitmen coming from KwaZulu-Natal and Mthatha.
So the plot thickens, and there's a lot more investigation as far as police are concerned as well. Very worrying when we start seeing targeted hits on university campuses and staff that work at academic institutions. Ronald Masinda, thank you very much. I'm sure we'll come back to you again later once that court case gets underway.